Hi there. So I thought I would impulsively record a little video about how to run 5 shinies because it is not obvious at all what is happening in the route just by watching VR. I'm not going to spend time on the beginning because it's pretty obvious if you know anything about this game, but I will start here with this camel because it's kind of weird, right? Like if you don't know one spell camel to begin with, it's weird, and then this door is also just weird on its own. So I'm gonna start by going into management to explain the concept of one spell camlock. So how do you do one spell camlock? Generally speaking, is you get control while a fade out is happening for loading another map, and then you hold aim before the load happens. You don't hold it after the load has finished, so release during the load. Here is a good example because you can very easily get it by using the dialogue from Pothead to get quite a transition. You can see right now I have control, so if I just hold aim and wait for the fade up to finish and then release, I will have camlock here. Getting one spell camlock from this door is a bit harder though, because when you interact with the door, there is 3 phases. There's the phase of walking towards the door, then you hit the door, and then the fade out happens. Your control is actually taken away twice here. Once when you press interact, and then a second time when you enter the trigger of the door. And that is why this is a little bit difficult. Like, you have properly seen the run. So you get mini walk from DFS, you roll next the door, and then you need to interact to go into the door, and then you can't immediately close the menu or you won't be in the trigger yet. You need to wait to walk into the trigger. So that's why it's a little bit tricky. Like that. And we have camera. So now we can start on the route proper, where you can't see anything. Just first of all, I would like to recommend that you don't memorize this as like roll this direction, zoom in this direction, blah blah blah. That's very hard. It's way easier to just think of how the place looks in your head and just be like, yeah, I want to move this way and move this way. It will be way easier to remember that way. I will be zoomed out obviously so you can see what's happening, but yeah, all of this is blind as you probably know. So you want to start by zooming over to this rock, right? Not here, you will get stuck here. You want to zoom here. I actually missed it, whatever. So you go over here, and the timing doesn't really matter. You can go however far you want. Generally speaking though, you want to use your cursor to see how fast you are moving. So you can see when you hit a wall, because your cursor stops rotating or starts rotating more slowly. So when you see that, you zoom it this way. I'm missing all my zooms, that's fine. You zoom it into this wall, and then hit turn left to open the gate. You roll upright once to walk against this wall. Then you roll right, down, right again, wait a little bit, and then zoom me upright. So that looks like this. If you don't wait a little bit and you do it really well, you might not hit the stairs. You might hit this wall right here. So to avoid that, you should be intentionally kind of slow here. Also, while you're zooming into this direction, like the direction from this platform is so that it's really hard to see from your cursor if you have stopped moving or whatever. So I usually just listen for the sound of the steps, because that will also stop when you hit the wall. And when you hit this wall, you want to roll down left twice and then right and just hold right. So like this. Like that. And now you will be in Spider Cave. Now, right in the middle of falling, you can already start holding upright. You want to roll upright once here, so you get against this wall here. Then you want to zoom in down right to go through these spider orbs. Don't worry, the spiders won't spawn because you're so far away from the camera. And into this corner, like this. That was neat. Then you want to get around this corner here. There are two ways to do that. You can either do the careful approach of walking a little bit down, then down left, then down right, or you can do the faster approach of just rolling down left and like holding down left until you can roll down right, like that. Then immediately, once you finish pressing roll for the down right, you want to start holding upright to start walking this direction with the goal of rolling a little bit late so you can do a roll slash to cancel this pickup animation. So like that. Then you want to roll right to go into this corner here. Just tap down to get past the corner, then zoom in right. It doesn't need to be a fast zoom. The point is just so you can hold up and spam interact to start climbing the ladder immediately. If you just walk in this direction, it will lose time because you can't like hold up at the same time. So yeah. Then you will climb the ladder, and you have reached the top once you see the screen flash, or like the cursor. Let me just show you. When you see that, and you know you're up here, and immediately once you're up here, you will be zooming up into this corner very slowly. So immediately you want to zoom it down, go into this corner, and then roll up and spam interact. And you will be right here. Then roll left, roll down left, and you get here. Now begins the sketchy phase of this whole thing, because normally there are like the gates here and stuff, so there are walls here. It's like somewhere. Oh come on, there's a wall. So you can't just like go against this wall immediately. You need to zoom in down left and then just have a feel for when to zoom down so you get into here. Alternatively, you could also just count rolls or something, but that's slow, so why would you do that? I can't even see myself. You just press interact to pick up the rolls or whatever. Then you want to roll down right. That will take you outside. It's so far away. I'm down here, and then right. Then you roll upright. Or zoom. The camera will turn, and immediately once the camera has started turning, you are now against this wall. So you go up, left again, and actually this last left roll you can just zoom down during the roll. And then this is another timing based thing. You just kind of have a feel for when you can zoom left. You continue zooming left until this wall. It's not clear when that happens, just be safe that you are touching the wall, and then go up left. By the way, when you go up left, if you see two transitions and you're suddenly like in the layer below me, that means you zoom it left too early in the timing section. Now you just roll right 3 times without holding heavy, by the way. If you hold heavy the whole time, you will fall short. Then you go up left and up. Then you can activate the door. You can just stand there and spam E, or you can try to get behind the door to get a fast door. It's a little bit tricky to do blind, but whatever. You skip the dialogue and you zoom in down left. Then you zoom in down right. That was a really horrible zoom in. Now you're in this corner, so you go left. Now it's really important, don't hold heavy in between this. Down left, down left, down left. Then you go down, then you go zoom in down right. Hit this corner, go down, then once again without heavy. Upright 3 times. You go down right, down. Now there are a lot of ways to do this section. How I aspire to do it is just walking down right, and then rolling upright, and then holding up to get into this corner. In practice, I often get scared and roll down right, but it slows you down a little bit. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. But once you're in this corner, you're done. You just press, aim, you are inside the wall, and then you just zoom in, zoom there. Immediately once you land, you just roll right, and then you pick up. And 5 shinies complete. It's honestly not that hard. It's a fun round. Please run it.